Hello. I don't know. There's something in my mind, but I can't figure out what's in my mind. You know. Uh. You know. I always complain about everything, every detail. It's all job related most of the time, but sometimes I complain about. I never hardly complain about source and the way they are, how creation is. It's like what creation used to look like. You know. I mean, you have to define creation, For me, I have a different perspective than Jay does. I mean, yeah, Jay got honor, compassion, and all that stuff. But for me, it's kind of different. I'm more. I like harmony, you know. I like harmony. I like balance. I like. I don't have a work ethics compared to Jay. I don't have no work. I don't believe in work ethics. I don't believe in. I don't think this is a learning process that we do. You know, I don't believe that we are learn. I, I don't believe this is. I think to be busy, to, to create. I believe in utopia. I believe in a utopian society. Completely honest people. Completely is a different drive. It's a different type of learning, because I always believe that everything in life is child's play to me. Why develop a world that still functions like work ethics, honor, what kind of compassion? There is compassion. In my version of compassion is like I treat my planet like it, yeah, like the natives. The natives actually, I think they were the only ones that had more sense. They almost had more sense, and they were made by dead creation, the dead resource. But I always wonder about, you know, because to them everything is alive. It's true. The natives are right that everything is alive. You know, that's why I always felt like the natives they were at the point, you know, they had their differences, but I think if they kept on, if the civilized nations didn't take over this country, I think they would have gone past the point where they would be completely, they all become one and they became balanced, as one. That's what I always thought, that the natives they were close to it. I think they were already close to it. They were close to it, actually. They were way close to it because the technology was here too. And the way I want to create my own world is similar to the natives, mostly like the Fays. The Fays knew exactly what they were doing on balancing their planet. Their planet was big, Gira. Jay talks about Gira. You know, Gira was a big planet. It was it was way further ahead than any other planet. I think it was more balanced. You know, yeah, there are differences, which that's part of dead source manipulation. Excuse me. I don't want. I don't want Alana to see my slide because I know how she is with her Masonia. But it's like I always keep on thinking. I always think a lot. I mean, I've been thinking a lot, and I've been planning a lot. I've been doing a lot of, wondering, you know, my creation. I have my own version. You know, I have. It's funny about. I took away my ego, in a way. You know, I got rid of my ego because all source has big egos. I mean, all source has big egos and beliefs. Which I'm not into the big egos and beliefs. It's like I'm more into. Yeah, I like compassion. I like harmony. I like balance. I don't like work ethics. I think work should be like a hobby. You know, I always believe it's like you know work shouldn't even be work at all. I think we should enjoy our lives. And most of these civilized people, the first thought that comes out of their mind is, how are we gonna get paid? How are we gonna get paid? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Civilized people, it's like they're pretty much, yeah, they can build stuff, they can make stuff, but they don't know how to balance. They know nothing about balance. The only thing that comes to their thought is they like to destroy shit, and then they cover it all up, and basically they don't put shit back to the way it was. And for me, it's easy to study civilized people. It's like you can learn a lot from civilized people on not what to do. You know, I learn a lot from not what to do because I wouldn't make this planet. I would Earth, this planet Gaia. You know, this planet here used to be my ex. You know, yeah, I used to go out with Gaia when she was a humanoid. So that's why I treat Gaia the way she is. I treat Gaia the way she is because I love her. I love Gaia like she used to be my wife. You know, Gaia used to be my wife. That's why I'm so fucking really hard on fucking human beings. Yeah, it's just I believe in harmony. I think Gaia needs more harmony and more balance. And human beings don't know shit about balance at all because they've been manipulated to believe that this is the way of life. And it's like the manipulation of saying this is way of life. This is the way it always has been, which is pure bullshit. You know? Stop thinking like a white person. I'm going to be blunt. Stop thinking like a white person. Think like a native. Think like if you're a Native American. Don't think you're American. Think you're a native to this planet. Think of yourself as a native to this planet. Don't think of what country you are. Don't think about your language. Don't think about where you belong and this is how it is. Just think that you're a native to this planet, Gaia. Change your way of thinking. This is like a process I'm giving to you. From me, I'm giving you the process of how I think and how I look at things. So this is this is the first step from my process is don't think. Just look at yourself. I'm a very simple person. I'm not this. I'm a one brain. I'm a one brain person. Who believes in simplicity. Really, really simplicity. And some people don't like the way I am, the way I do things. Yeah, I might get pissed off. Yes, I get pissed off, but take your ego away. You know, take the fucking ego away. It's funny about Destiny. It did teach me how to become equal. It did teach me to get rid of my ego. It did teach me to question everything. It's like I look at Jay as my equal. It's just like everybody else should look at Jay as your equal. I don't believe in levels. I don't believe that no one should be at level. I don't believe that soul should be down here and source should be up here. I don't believe in that shit. I'd rather come into the middle because I'm living in your world too, just like everybody else. I'm living in your world, living like you every fucking day. Jay's doing the same thing. He's living in this reality, and he's living like everybody else on this fucking planet. It's just like everybody else is doing the same thing. Source. Source is like the Source family is fucked up. The Source family is really fucked up. And I'm going to just come out straight out. And creation itself is fucked up, I want to clean up this fucking mess. I want to clean up this fucking mess, Me, Alana, want to clean up this fucking mess. And once this mess is cleaned up, I'm out of here. Once this mess is cleaned up, I'm out of here. Because the other side is fucked up. Jay's right about the other side. It is fucked up because I feel it all the time. Now I'm just starting to feel it. I'm being attacked, by these fucked up dead source wannabes. That's what they are. They're all dead source. Even the souls are just dead source. That's just leftover dead source. But sometimes, it's funny about me is I like to fix things. So usually I can twist it and turn it and create something out of it. And make it become something else, Doesn't have to be a bloodsucker. You can always change it. You don't have to erase it. You can change it, rearrange the energy of it, which I've done experiments on that, on rearranging their energies to not become a bloodsucker, I always believe that energy can self-sustain itself, because energy flows everywhere else. And these bloodsuckers not even aware that there's energy within energy, within energy, it's just pure energy everywhere, So they have to rely on my energy, which they don't realize that there's energy around them, and they don't even notice that they can cycle their own energy within themselves, because that's the way I thought. I learned about how we can not become energy suckers, blood suckers that we are, So I create their energy is infinite. Energy has no. Energy is to me is like anything, anywhere. Doesn't matter. For me, it's like I could take something and I can make the energy expand or close, expand and close. But these bloodsuckers are so used to dead source way, it's just they don't understand what energy is. So, dead source created stupid souls. You know, dead source created stupid souls. Even the source are dumb. Even the sources are dumb. I realize that too. It's like for me, I studied. I know, in my torture chamber, I studied these fuckers. I study source, I study soul, I study faith. They studied me. Faye really studied me really good. They studied me pretty hard, when I was on Gira. You know, they captured me. They captured my ass. They studied me so good. I studied them too. Because all I do is study myself. All I do is study how to get myself bigger, larger, more powerful, Powerful than fucking dead source, But now I'm at the point where, yeah, all I want now is I don't give a fuck about power. All I care about is getting rid of the fucking mess and create a balance, without ego. Without ego. So, that's one part. So, the first thing you need to do is imagine yourself on one planet. That's it. That's the first lesson from me. And keep thinking that you're a native to this planet, and this body belongs to this planet. That's it. This first lesson number 1. Have a nice day.